What's going on, guys, and welcome to the vlog. Right now it's currently 9:45 in the morning, and my family and I are getting ready to head out to Ligonier, Pennsylvania. But before we do, I'm gonna go and grab something to eat, and I'm also gonna make my coffee as well. Right now the temperature is currently about 50 degrees. It's supposed to go up in the mid-60s today, around 65 or so. But like I said, right now I'm about to go and grab something to eat. They have a bunch of novelty food cans. Canned horse, canned owl, canned maple leaf, canned husky. They have canned tabby, canned wolf, canned German Shepherd. They have canned T-Rex. That's hilarious. There's nothing in these, by the way. It's just novelty. They have a bunch of food trucks over here. There's also some more over here. There's some more food trucks way back there behind those trees. This place right in front of me has funnel cake. And apparently they also have mac and cheese egg rolls. Ew. Right now we're currently walking over to an Irish store, which is right here, this Celtic culture. We also got these up here.
Really? The shortbread sheep. And then we have the all butter Scottish shortbread.
May the pint rise to meet you.
Okay.
I got one that says something in Irish. And that one right there says, why limit happy to an hour?
Enjoy your day. Thank you.
I found out what this sign says. I actually had to Google it because I don't speak any Irish. But what this says, Céad Míle Fáilte, yes, that is how you pronounce it, is Irish for 100,000 welcomes. Well, I ended up buying some Irish-themed socks in that Celtic store. Well, I got a bunch of cannons. This right here is a traveling 6-pound cannon. Ooh, that king salmon sounds really good right now. I might get that. Well, I think I might go for the salmon. And I just ordered a Jittery Jack Martini. There's what's in the Jittery Jack Martini. Absolute vanilla vodka, espresso, pumpkin liqueur, and cinnamon syrup. That Jittery Jack Martini is actually really good. Right now it's a little after 9 o'clock at night. I think it's 10 after 9. My family and I just got home from Ligonier not too long ago. And I did buy a few things in Ligonier. The things that I bought are, I bought a couple pairs of socks. This pair right here has some wolves and some Sasquatches on them. And then these socks that are yellow with black stripes, I actually bought in that Celtic store, and they have an Irish castle on them. Let me go ahead and zoom in here really quick so y'all can see it. But like I said, these socks have an Irish castle. I also bought this book called Creepy Cryptids because I'm really into cryptids. For those of y'all that don't know what cryptids are things like Bigfoot / Sasquatch, the Wendigo, stuff like that. Those are what's known as cryptids. And like I said, I'm really into that kind of stuff. So I thought that this book was perfect for me to read. Because like I said, I'm really into cryptids. And the author, Stan Gordon, actually signed this book for me, which is really cool. And I also bought a few things in Fort Ligonier as well. For those of y'all that don't know, Fort Ligonier is the actual fort in Ligonier, Pennsylvania that was used during the French and Indian War. And I bought a few things in the Fort Ligonier gift shop. I bought a lanyard in the Fort Ligonier gift shop that, I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me go ahead and zoom in here really quick. That says Fort Ligonier on it. I also bought a pen that, just like the lanyard, this pen also says Fort Ligonier on it. You can never have too many pens. And the third and final thing that I bought in the Fort Ligonier gift shop is this, a toy musket. We were in Fort Ligonier and I just had to buy one. So yes, I bought a toy musket. Now, for those of y'all wondering, no, this thing does not make any noise. If you pull the thing right there to cock it, when you go and pull the trigger, it just clicks. I can actually show you guys what I mean. So if you cock it, then you go and pull the trigger, it doesn't make any noise, but it just does that. Like I said, yes, I had to buy a toy musket. So this is the third and final thing I bought in the Fort Ligonier gift shop. But right now, my family and I are getting ready to watch the original black and white Dracula with Bela Lugosi as the titular vampire for our scary movie marathon. This film came out in 1931. So the original black and white Dracula that we're watching tonight is nearly a century old. Like I said, this film adaptation of Bram Stoker's novel came out in 1931, which makes it 94 years old this year in 2025. So like I said, this film is almost 100 years old. It'll be 100 in 6 years in 2031. But like I said, that's what my family and I are going to watch tonight. We're getting ready to watch it right now. And if we start it right now, it's about 9:30 as I'm recording this clip. It should be over around 10:40 or so. The movie's not that long. I think it's only like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. But like I said, that's what we're getting ready to watch. My family and I just got finished watching Dracula from the early 30s with Bela Lugosi. And for those of y'all that have never seen the 1930s film adaptation of Dracula, it's not that scary. Now, I'm sure that it was really scary when it came out 94 years ago in 1931. But by today's standards, it's really not that scary. But like I said, my family and I just got finished watching the 1931 film adaptation of Dracula not too long ago. We're going to do a more recent adaptation of Dracula tomorrow. More recent meaning like in the past 30 years or so. The film adaptation of Dracula that we're going to watch tomorrow is the one with Gary Oldman from the early 90s. I think the Gary Oldman film adaptation of Dracula, where Gary Oldman plays the titular vampire, came out in 91 or 92. So about 60 years after the one with Bela Lugosi. But like I said, my family and I are going to be watching the Gary Oldman version of Dracula tomorrow night. But right now, I think I'm going to go and walk around the neighborhood because it's an absolutely beautiful night out right now. And I'm kind of bored, and I also need vlog footage. So like I said, I'm going to go and walk around the neighborhood. Right now, I'm currently walking around the neighborhood because like I said in the last clip, it's an absolutely beautiful night out. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but if I had to guess, I would say it's probably around 50 degrees or so. Like I said, it's an absolutely beautiful night out. Here's the walk from my perspective. As always, I'm going to speed this footage up in editing so that I don't bore y'all, and so that this vlog doesn't end up being like 3 hours long. Like I said, I'm gonna speed this footage up in editing. Hopefully the footage in the last clip wasn't too shaky. I tried to hold the camera as steady as possible. And do y'all remember earlier in the footage on this walk when I said I don't know what the exact temperature is? I think it's around 50 degrees or so. Well, I wasn't too far off, because right before I started recording this clip, I checked my phone to see what the temperature was. And right now, the temperature according to my phone is 53 degrees. So I was only 3 degrees off. It's currently the next day. I forgot to continue the vlog yesterday. Right now it's a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it's like 3:06 or something like that. And my family and I are getting ready to watch The Horror of Dracula, which is the Dracula film that came out in the late 50s. I believe it came out in 1958. And this is the first of many Dracula films that stars English actor Christopher Lee as the titular vampire. We're still going to watch the Gary Oldman one tonight, but we're watching the first of the many Christopher Lee Draculas in a few minutes, because the Christopher Lee film Horror of Dracula is only about an hour and 20 minutes, so it's not that long, but that's what we're going to watch in a few minutes. That's going to do it for the vlog today. I don't know how long this vlog is going to be until I finish editing it by adding in this outro clip that I'm recording right now, but like I said, that's going to do it for the vlog today. You guys can also follow me on Instagram. As always, I will put my Instagram somewhere on screen, like I do in almost all my vlogs. I'm actually going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Until next time, I'm Miko Riviera. Stay positive, dream big, and I'll see you in the next video.